How's it going here at Nomad Mobile Maintenance and Repair? Today we are working on a 2006 Mazda 6. These are fantastic cars and they are almost identical in every way to the Ford Fusion. The engine's the same. It's still based on, I believe, the P chassis that was originated by Volvo. No one cares anyways. Just some things that we're noticing. We did notice we had to take off the battery negative terminal. This terminal is pretty stretched, so we may want to look at getting some of those spacers installed so that we can make sure that that battery negative stays tight on the battery and the battery hold down is missing, but it is pretty well held in place given the fact that it is missing, but that's maybe something that we can look at doing. We did notice there's some oil leaking throughout the vehicle. We noticed there's some on the valve cover as well as on the oil pan. For this engine, very common, almost to be expected. We did notice that the coolant level was a little bit low, something that we may want to investigate further. We did notice that the headlight was broken. Tires all the way around look pretty good. The fronts are a little bit lower than the rears, but nonetheless, great looking. Brakes looking brand new in the front almost. They're probably recently done. We did notice that the shocks were leaking in both the front, and then we do have some tearing on that upper control arm boot. Whether that's got play in it, we don't know. The rear brakes, we can see that those are getting pretty low on pad life. I'd believe them to be about a 3 or a 2 millimeter, so that is something that you're going to be wanting to get done. But the rear suspension, other than that, looks pretty decent. I'm not seeing anything too crazy. We do notice that we've got some dry plastic, and that's cracking. We come around to the other side of the vehicle, notice there's a crack in this rear taillight as well. I don't think I saw one of those. Nope, just this one. We got some cracks in it, and the pad life on that is also low. And then once again, we did see that that strut was leaking. Now the vehicle came in for a check engine light code. We had a P2092. That's going to be for the oil control valve, left hand, bank 2, and then we also had a 0431 cat efficiency below threshold. So we did some testing and we found that this valve has higher resistance than it's supposed to. Spec says 7 to 7.9, and this valve right now is at a 9.8 is I believe what I first tested it as. And then we also tried to actuate it to clear out some of the potential residue in it or buildup in it. And after about 5 or 6 actuations, it froze. So that would tell me that the coil inside of this actuator is going out and it needs replacement. How warm is that? They're both still pretty warm. The engine is hot. So we are going to recommend to get that actuator replaced. We also noticed the connector was broken, so we zip tied that in place. Maybe the code will go away, but it is potentially unlikely because of that resistance value. The PCM is going to see that and panic. So other than that, vehicle looks like it's in pretty decent shape. Thanks for joining us. This is Nomad Mobile Maintenance and Repair.